When you see this title, the only reason in your mind must be that the peaches were poisonous like the apple given to Snow White. I can tell you that these were delicious and harmless peaches. 3 matchless warriors were killed because of 2 peaches. It's a well-known story from Chinese history. I will explain it to you in this short video. During the spring and autumn period, wars become more often. The rulers of different countries recruited strong warriors as bodyguards. Qi Jinggong was one of these rulers. Among his warriors, there were 3 champions, and of course, to be killed in the story. Chujiu was Qi Jinggong's given name. In Chinese, Chujiu means mortar and pestle. He was the ruler of country Qi during that time. This guy was a weak one. He took over the country when he was a teenager, after his elder brother was murdered by a minister. Chujiu was a puppetry of politics, but he managed to take the right advice from good men to make his country great again through the complex domestic political crisis. However, when this guy grew older, corruption became a part of it. Chujiu lived one extravagant life and oppressed his people. One of his ministers, a family from another small country called Tian, was taking the power stealthily. It may be a shocking fact that Chujiu ruled this large country for nearly 60 years. How he made it? The answer was a short man. We call him YanZi. Yan and his father served the country as senior minister for many years. Yan was the smart and sagacious guy that prevented the country from many disasters. One day, Yan was on his way to his lord, and he saw the 3 champions. Yan greeted them with etiquette, but got no reply from them. These warriors had become so haughty because of their master's love and indulgence. Yan knew that if these men cannot be controlled, they will become the hidden danger of the country. Yan talked to his master. The warriors must be loyal to the sovereign and respectful to the elder people. If so, they can stop the domestic violence and all the enemies from foreign soil. It's the way that the Lord benefits from their abilities. In return, they have got the titles of nobility and wealth. Otherwise, they can only be harmful to the country. Jinggong was a clever man. He saw the point, but he asked, how? These men are unbeatable. No one can win them in a battle, and there is no way to accomplish the assassination. Don't worry about it. I have one special order for them, Yan answered. The next day, a servant gave the 3 warriors 2 peaches and 1 message from the master. Why not share the peaches according to the contributions? Gongsun Jie, one of the warriors, laughed and said, that must be Yan's idea. Such a clever guy. There are more people and less peaches. Why not share the fruit according to our merits? He continued to say, I killed 1 furious boar and 2 tigresses trying to protect their cubs. Then he took 1 whole peach from the plate. Tian Kaijiang, the second warrior, saw Gongsun did this. He said with scorn, aha, I have done something else. I repelled the enemies with the weapons on my hands for 3 times in the battles for our great master. How was that? I deserve 1 whole peach. Then he took the rest from the plate. The third warrior, Hu Yizi, was so excited, his mustache dancing on his face. He told the people his dramatic story. One day, Jinggong was crossing the Yellow River. A giant soft-shelled turtle emerged from nowhere and bit the leg of the left horse of the carriage. The pathetic horse was dragged into the water. Gu was not so good at swimming and diving back then, but he jumped into the water and chased the turtle and horse upstream for miles. Finally, he jumped out of the water like a crane. These people along the river were shouting, look, the head of the river god! But it was the head of the turtle on his right hand, while the horsetail was held on his left hand. Gu was telling the story so vividly as if it were something happened yesterday, and he said, now you can see that I am the best here. Now put your peaches back into the plate. Gongsun and Tian were so ashamed. They said, we are not as brave as you are. We were so greedy to take all the peaches. Sorry for not knowing modesty. Now it's cowardly to live any longer. They cut their throats without hesitation. Gu was so shocked and blamed himself. He said, it's not proper for me to live alone. We were good friends, humiliating you by words and showing off my reputation. Such a bad movement. Now I have to die to show my braveness. He raised his sword, saying, even though I should eat one whole peach. That was his last word. Jinggong achieved his purpose. He was so glad and buried the warriors in generous treatment. It was the arrogance and the selfishness killed those splendid, reckless warriors. They didn't realize that behind the mask of hedonism, Jinggong was always a monarch. He loved power and safe more than charming champions. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you are interested in Chinese history and culture, or you are learning Chinese, please subscribe to my channel. This is Danny. See you next time.